And I mean, now in this kind of a matchup where these characters can just destroy each other in any one given situation, right? It's important to maintain that neutral dominance. And Mario's got a lot of tools that help him get in, but Fox can keep Mario up pretty strong with back air, safe neutral air hits, and then just mixing up grabs and dash attacks. And
especially Fox's speed. It could be a bit troublesome for Mario to try and keep up with him. So like you said, neutral dominance is important. Basically, who hits first is kind of the name of the game.
Like, it can decide the entire stock on the spot. Fox can get grabbed at 40, dead. Mario can get up aired at 30, dead. And I would presume Smashville, but
yeah, that's actually interesting. I've almost always seen Comet start on Smashville.
He actually is a proponent that Smashville is not one of Fox's worst stages, like many believe. Now, see, this is the situation, right? Like, how does Mario try to get around some of Fox's tools without some platforms to maneuver? And this, oh my gosh, Comet is already starting to tear a little bit of a hole in Cliff's defense.
Yeah, and
a quick 51.
What it looks like is Cliffdogg is preemptively throwing out anti-airs to try and catch Fox from jumping, to try and stop Fox from jumping, but Comet is already in the air before Mario's throwing out those hits. Like, that speed of Fox is just so powerful, and Mario can't really keep up sometimes.
That was some kind of DI. Cliff trying to get away from the up tilt, but just immediately sealed his fate on that, oh my gosh. Is he? Please? No. All right. So Cliff trying to get the stage spike instead. We're seeing he's just right there. He already self-conditioned, trying to put himself in to say, hey, I'm going to let you come with you. Be careful.
It really looks hard. It looks like Cliffdogg's having a pretty hard time getting off the ground, like literally.
So Fox is going to stop him from jumping, typically with these large down airs that just have this crazy hitbox and multi-hits all over the place. But Mario's got the answers to deal with that. His own down air is almost as big, and you know, he can always up air or just neutral air. Oh, look at that, and immediately landing and up tilting. Big combo here from Comet, but Cliffdogg's
got the stage control. Let's see what he does with it.
One thing I'm very much appreciating out of Cliffdogg's game right now is the fact that he's just hitting out of disadvantage.
Yeah.
Which is the stage where then you won't even have to deal with that troublesome neutral. But the jump above the ledge will seal it out as
it really looked like Comet had dissected Cliffdogg's approach options very, very well. It didn't seem like Comet was ever put in a situation where he actually had to worry about losing his stock, like besides the edge guards. But
as long as he teched
and got back to the stage, there was no issue.
Certainly, when you have an up B and a side B like Fox does, you're pretty okay at techs at this point in the game. And these are some of the finest in the Midwest, so they're here to put on that show. They're not trying to miss these techs today.
See if some of these platforms allow Cliffdogg to get some more extensions when he does finally get in on Fox.
Going a little bit more for the up smash, hoping to get just a little bit of extra damage as opposed to maybe a more true combo. Wonderful defensive up air here.
Comet with the classic air dodge read into charged up smash.
I'm going to drink my water very shaky, and this might be it. Okay, narrowly missing that forward air. He gets a dash attack by accident. Jeez.
One thing that I noticed from Cliffdogg when it comes to edgeguard and Comet, he sticks to primarily trying to stage strike him with the back air. Maybe you might want to try and mix up what he throws at Comet, because Comet seems very prepared to deal with the stage tech.
And at the very least, right, you could always just try to neutral air until you get a better position for it, or you could be trying to spike him outright.
Or you could even throw out the up B to try and force the weird tech situation. But similarly to Game 1, it just seems like Comet is not really putting in. Cliffdogg can do the damage. Like, we see him get Comet to kill percent like multiple times. It's just he's not able to take the stock.
He has to put him in that situation where Comet feels a little bit pressure. Maybe he's going to make a shaky decision, and then Cliffdogg has to be able to capitalize. But right now, Comet feels no worries, and he's just hitting Cliffdogg with everything he's got. Going to Dreamland, Typically, I would have figured, you know, that Battlefield would have been the better one because then it allows Fox to not necessarily have as clean of up air kills.
This might be a testament to try and force Fox to make a harder decision when it comes to recovering.
He just gets that up smash, but I think a couple more combos here is really what he's going to need.
Oh,
he almost had something cooking there.
Everyone just, both of them just dropping down with an attack. Neither of them trying to air dodge.
They don't want to play neutral again, right? They just want to take that disadvantage and turn it into an immediate advantage state. Cliffdogg with another wonderful defensive, offensive, defensive option there with the up B. Almost the raw up smash killing there. Comet's chasing him down.
Into the blast zone. Cliffdogg taking his first stock of the set here in Game 3. Let's see if he can bring it all the way back.
Yeah, he at least take the very first stock of this one too. Oh!
The very top of Fox's up smash.
That was a very late confirm both on the last couple frames in Nair and then also getting the very top of up smash like you stated. Oh. And that's kind of the situation there where Cliffdogg maybe needed to be aware and maybe a little more confident that his neutral air would hit and then just immediately run off the platform there with like a back air or something.
Exactly. Comet has very, very good ground control in this matchup. I don't know if it's because Cliffdogg, well,
and that's gonna do it.
Oh, like I was gonna say, I don't know if it was because Cliffdogg kept jumping in neutral. It seemed like right there, even when Fox got the double jab into up smash, Cliffdogg had already jumped. So it kind of just seemed like Comet was just